Good evening. I am Laura Grimaldi and I am sitting on my couch doing this really like on the fly because I know that I'm going to be busy tomorrow. But I wanted to get Wednesday's tax tip out there for you guys. And I wanted to talk to my actors out there who may have questions about deductions or maybe deducting the wrong thing. And if this thing is shaky, I'm sorry. And oh my God, I'm looking at my neck. I'm like, plastic surgery could be a deduction. Anyway, so number one, I wanted to talk about a few things that maybe actors think they can deduct and cannot, and what the rules are behind those. The first thing would be clothes. If you can wear it on the street, it is not deductible. It does not matter if you bought it specifically for a shoot. If it is regular clothing and you can wear it on the street, you can't deduct it. Now, the exception is if you buy costumes, if you buy wigs that you're using for character work, scrubs for like nursing, anything like that. But if you buy a suit that you can actually wear to like out on the street to an event or something like that, you can't deduct that. So that's the number one. Number two, you can't deduct all your meals. Just because you're somewhere and you're going to buy yourself some food does not mean that you can deduct it. Meals specifically have to have a business purpose, and the person you're having the meal with needs to be someone that you can obtain a job from, and that you are specifically talking about business. And technically, all of your receipts should say who you're having the business meal with, as well as what the business purpose is. So like what the project is or that kind of nature. Sorry if this is all shaky. The third one, and I have a cheat sheet here, is gym memberships. Gym memberships, even for personal trainers, are not deductible. There's been tons of court cases on this, and the IRS holds to the status that if to deduct a gym membership, it has to be over and above what you would normally pay for a membership. So maybe if you're paying $100 for a membership because you're getting special training or something like that, that would be, but I mean, normally like a normal gym membership's between $29 and $50. So there has to be an over and above cost. So the regular gym membership almost never wins in a court case, in any of the IRS court cases. So those are some of the no-nos. I'm going to give you a couple of the yeses. So being in the entertainment industry, we have to read and see movies as much as possible. So save all of your receipts for any kind of publications, any movies that you see, because that's basically research and education. Books you buy, screenplays. Let me see. Let me make sure that I'm not missing anything. So, theater, movie tickets. Oh, and things that are on your W-2, that come through on your W-2, like your dues that you pay. Sometimes those are deducted from your W-2, and agent fees. Make sure you catch those, especially if you're W-2. And when I'm talking about all of these expenses, if you receive a W-2, you have to report these on a Form 2106. So unfortunately, if you don't own a house or you're not deducting like huge state taxes, sometimes a lot of you can't take these expenses because it's on a Schedule A. So just so you know that. But if they give you a 1099, that's when you're considered a self-employed person, and you're paying your own taxes, and that can be deducted directly on the Schedule C. And there's no income limitation. Like on the 2106, you can only deduct over 2% of your AGI. So if you made like $50,000 AGI, then like you'd have to have over $1,000 in expenses, and over that $1,000 you could deduct that. So that's the rule of thumb with that. And I hope I did the math right on that, because I'm so bad at like, my son always said he wanted to be an accountant because he didn't have to do math anymore because we use calculators. So yeah, I'm so bad at like calculating off the top of my head. Anyway, and then let's see what other transportation. Make sure you keep track of your mileage, and I've done a video on this, and there's an app, Mile IQ, and I will put in the comments of this video the promotion that I have where you can get 20% off the Mile IQ app, which is fabulous. Seriously, you get in your car and it just calculates it. And you swipe it one way for business and swipe it the next way for personal. It's awesome. And then you don't even have to think about it, because all of you clients that don't want to put a book in there and pen and paper and mark the miles that you're going, this takes care of it, and you've got it, and you don't have to recreate it, and it's wonderful. And I highly recommend it for all of the entertainment industry people, as well as anybody that's self-employed, anybody that has their own business, and anybody that's a 1099. That highly recommend it. Actually, it's kind of cool just in general, just to see how many miles you're driving, because it actually gives you a cost. No, like I said, I know I've already talked about this, but anyway, then and like local transportation, like if you're taking buses or Ubers or stuff to auditions, keep your receipts for that. Do you want a receipt? Yes, I do. Make sure you keep track of that, because that's all an expense, and that's sometimes a huge expense is our transportation fees, especially out here in LA, especially your miles, especially, I mean, it's all it is transportation out here. I mean, we go 30 miles just to go to an audition, then we pay the parking fees, and then we pay, I mean, it's like pay to play, a lot of us. So, you know, make sure you get those deductions. Let me see if I had another one in my notes. My computer's. So that's it. My hubby's home now. So that's it. And I will see you next week, and have a great week. And that's your tax tip of the week. Bye.